Let's go. So the flesh. Everybody is walking around in a meat suit. And your meat suit wants to feel good. And your meat suit has needs. You have to take care of your meat suit because you live in it. You gotta feed it, you gotta clean it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure all the systems are operating properly. But the Bible tells us that there is no good in our flesh, and that the flesh is consistently conflicting against the spirit. You know what I'm saying? The Bible also talks about crucifying your flesh. And what that really means is not allowing your flesh to dictate your actions, but allowing the principles of God, kingdom principles, to influence your decision-making power. Your flesh can get you into some trouble. And you know what I'm saying? If we kingdom and we on the process of becoming more Christ-like, we have to grow and mature and not allow our flesh to dictate what we do. Our bodies are supposed to function to reproduce. So like that's that's biology. So we're not going to ignore that. But your flesh can get greedy, right? And you know what I'm saying? The greedy part of that is just humping on folks instead of finding that one person to be with and to partake in those type of activities with. You know what I'm saying? Your flesh can get greedy and try to convince you to hump on a lot of folks. You know what I'm saying? For example, you got to nurture your flesh, so you got to feed it. But your flesh can get greedy. So what does that look like? That can look like overeating things. Your flesh wants to feel good, right? So it could look like being lazy. You don't feel like getting up. You don't feel like doing this. You don't feel like doing that. And let me tell you something about not feeling like it. Anytime you don't feel like it, that's a trick of the enemy. That's not a kingdom thing. So if you ever in a spot where you like, man, I don't feel like it, push past that. Because that's not of God. Those battles. I've had all of those battles. All of them. When I feel lazy and I want to just sit there, I sit there. But I overcome by giving myself a time limit. Like, it's 3:43. So if I want to sit here and be lazy, I would just be like, at the top of the hour, I'm gonna get up. You know what I'm saying? Set boundaries for your